Hi, welcome to Gene Rants. I'm Gene, and today I'm going to do something that I know is going to make, well, perhaps all of our liberal friends cringe, and possibly a lot of conservatives too. I'm going to compare Donald Trump favorably with Abraham Lincoln. And well, just bear with me, okay? Donald Trump is, well, in many, we'll say in many ways, Donald Trump is not like Abraham Lincoln, but there is one way in which they are very much alike. Now, you see all these portraits of Abraham Lincoln, and especially during the Civil War, and he's very serious. It was a serious time. It was the Civil War. But Abraham Lincoln had a great sense of humor, and even during the Civil War, he loved to tell jokes and tell stories. And he also, well, I was about to say that there was no such thing as trolling as we have now with Twitter and all that. Well, it's called X now, but you know what I mean. Trolling that that didn't exist in Lincoln's day, but actually, now that I think of it, it did in a way, because there was. Lincoln wanted to promote a certain general, and he was warned by his aides, by people around him, that if he were to promote a certain general, this general was hostile to Lincoln, and Lincoln would be risking a dictatorship. And Abraham Lincoln wrote back that, well, win the war and I'll risk the dictatorship. In a way that it's trolling. But Trump, now we fast forward to Trump. Trump has a great sense of humor too. If liberals might not like his, and they're not going to like this one that I'm going to be talking about today, but Trump has a sense of humor. He has a sense of humor, and he's a grandmaster when it comes to trolling. Even, I mean, all the problems that we have these days, all the things he has to deal with, he still has a sense of humor. Plus, he loves to, what he's especially good at is he loves to dig, irritate, I guess, liberals, which is one of my favorite pastimes too. I don't have the I don't have the World Forum, stage that he does, but I do it maybe a little bit I do my part in this vlog. But Trump, he just comes up with these things. Well, you remember that the mugshot, this is famous, the presidential portrait that he picked. There's a hall that had, which is what we'll be talking about today. There's this hall lined with portraits of former presidents. So there's one of Trump for his first term, but for his second term, the portrait he chose was his mugshot. Remember the mugshot when he was arrested. So he made that the presidential portrait. But you got to see what he did for Biden. I'm just going to show you this video. It's only 22 seconds, and just tell me what you notice. Hope you notice that. It's in the thumbnail also to this to today's vlog. That's the auto pen. So for Trump, he replaced. Actually, there was the usual portrait of Joe Biden, and Trump had it taken down, and he put up a portrait of the auto pen. To me, that's trolling on steroids. I mean, that I never would have thought of that, and that it's just, I don't know, it's just into the stratosphere. That is just super trolling. If there were a Nobel Peace Prize for trolling, Trump would have to win it. This is one of the things, I criticize Trump, I praise him for some things, criticize him for others. This one, I'm going to say it's Lincoln-esque. It's Lincoln-esque. Trump had a great Lincoln had a great sense of humor, but Trump, I think pun intended. Well, they say no pun intended. Pun intended. Trump trumps Lincoln when it comes to humor. And that's it for today. Thanks for stopping by. Your comments always welcome in the comment section below the video. Share this video with anyone you think would benefit from it. Subscribe. That's always great. Could always use more subscribers. But most of all, come back and see me again. I'd love to see all of you again. And until I do see all of you again, bye.